I love Halo, but my one problem is that it's too serious. Fortunately, there exist mods for these games that make them absolutely hilarious. From changing the weapons, the vehicles, the enemies, the physics, these mods take these games and turn them from serious to seriously funny, and I played them all. That was a mistake. The first mod, developed by YouTuber Inferno Plus, is called Cursed Halo Again. It was developed with the sole purpose of making the original Halo Combat Evolved, well, cursed. Every weapon in this mod has been changed in some way, shape, or form. How would you like a backwards firing pistol that you have to throw at enemies in order for it to be effective? Ironically enough, this thing can actually headshot you in the first minutes of the game. And if that ain't enough to convince you how ridiculous this mod is, let me continue. Have you ever tried triple wielding pistols? Or firing a backwards rocket launcher? Or shooting an assault rifle powered by literal salt? Or causing havoc with Gary's mod tool guns that each have their own special effects, such as pushing, pulling, adding thrusters, removing, and spawning what the fuck? There's laser piss, guns that literally go pew pew, delayed sniper rifles, Minecraft fire across, wait. Shit, they got Minecraft in this game? As it turns out, there's not only Minecraft-themed weapons, but also Minecraft-themed enemies and a Minecraft-themed multiplayer map in this mod, because at the end of the day, who doesn't love Minecraft? If we ignore the content creator sphere, that is. The biggest and best change in this mod is to the frag grenade, which becomes the D20 frag grenade and spawns a random effect when thrown. It can spawn good guys, it can spawn bad guys, it can spawn fire from the heavens, it can spawn more D20 grenades, it can spawn that. It can spawn explosions or other explosions, or my personal favorite, a one-way trip into the stratosphere. Another notable change is to the standard all-terrain vehicle in Halo, the Warthog. Typically, this vehicle has only a few different variants, but this mod took a look at this vehicle and said, this ain't enough, I want more. How about a small Warthog, or a really big Warthog, or a tiny Warthog, or a long Warthog, or a two-wheeled Warthog, or a hover Warthog, or a flying Warthog? I should probably shut up before PETA finds this out of context. And speaking of vehicles, don't you just love being forced to play a knockoff Mario Kart while you're in the middle of something important? Yeah. Me too! 6 courses, everybody's on Mini Warthog's Double Dash style. You have to get 3rd place or higher in every course to pass while taking out the other 11 pairs of racers, and holy shit, is that Goku? And those are the most notable things this mod does. Obviously, there's a lot more where that came from, but if you want to see what else there is to offer, go play it for yourself, support the creator. The game's $10 on Steam and the mod itself is free. This is not a request, this is a threat. Go play it, or I'll find your house and I'll force you to play it. Don't test me. The next ridiculous Halo mod is by Gashnor, who was inspired by the previously mentioned mod and decided to give Halo 3 its own cursed treatment. Introducing Cursed Halo 3. The weapons, the vehicles, the enemies, the physics, they're all different in a completely new way. And let's begin with one of the craziest additions to this mod, explosive coconuts. Boxing gloves, baseball bats, confetti cannons, 4-barreled sniper rifles, 8-barreled sniper rifles, dart rifles that generate toxic fart clouds, throwable rockets, plasma grenades with a mind of their own, walkable cannons that spitfire random projectiles that are guaranteed to kill you 80% of the time. That one's my favorite. Halo 3 was the first game to introduce deployable equipment, and fortunately for us, those have been modified too. We've got an interdimensional marble that spawns random weapons when thrown. We've got a super bounce that usually kills you with fall damage. We've got a California gender reveal party that is extremely accurately named. And best of all, we have whatever this is. Yeah. Vehicle-wise, we have 4 different variants of the Warthog. One hovers, one blinds, one is wide, and one speeds you off a cliff. The tank is downsized, you can fly a miniature dropship, and the small 4-wheeler becomes a 3-wheeler. But there's a catch with this vehicle in particular. It is extremely unstable. One ever so slight wrong movement, and you're gonna find yourself rolled over. It is not very ideal for regular use. And yet, something about this tricycle struck a chord with me that no other vehicle in this mod did. Halo 3 ends with an epic and heart-pounding driving race to escape that you're usually supposed to complete with a standard Warthog. However, this mod actually gives you a variety of different vehicles, including ones you can just fly over the entire thing and skip it entirely. But my dumbass decided out of all the vehicles to choose from, I'd use the absolute worst vehicle available, this unstable little tricycle. I was expecting it to be dummy stupid difficult. If somebody so much as blew on this thing, it would tip over. So surely there was no way I could get past the dozens of enemies and slanted surfaces, right? And yet, after several, and I mean several, attempts and failures, I was slowly but surely making progress, especially thanks to the checkpoints along the way. And eventually, after getting one lucky start from the last checkpoint, I actually beat it with this thing, what? And those were the most notable parts of Cursed Halo 3. Once again, there's so much more where that came from, but if you want to experience it for yourself, well, I shouldn't have to say it again. Play the game! And before we focus on the final Cursed Halo mod, I'd like to highlight this one mod I found that doesn't exactly fit with the Cursed Halo aesthetic, but it is very cursed, if not even more cursed than the previous two mods mentioned. This mod by developer Pumorial is called New Super Wacky Funtime Ultimate MCC Edition, and I'll just let the gameplay speak for itself. So anyways, the final mod that I found that makes the Halo games hilarious is called Cursed Halo 3 ODST. This mod was developed by the same person who created Cursed Halo 3, Gashnor. Unfortunately, however, there really isn't much to say about this mod. It ports about everything over from Cursed Halo 3 with the exception of a few additions. There's a saxophone that you play a solemn solo before blowing up everything around you. Your special view mode also turns the entire game into looking like it's from the movie Tron. Except for this one level in particular, for whatever reason. And the best part, due to Halo 3 ODST modding being broken thanks to an update from the game, the levels no longer transition to one another, and some levels you just can't even finish. So that's fun. Despite its shortcomings though, it was very fun to play through. And it helps that the base game of Halo 3 ODST is half the price of the other games. Seriously, go play this for yourself. Don't make me resort to force. And those are the funniest ways to play Halo. At the end of the day, a video game is more than what you play of it. Different people have different ways of having fun with a video game. Some have fun by challenging themselves as they play it. Others have fun by streaming themselves playing it to hundreds of people. And still others have fun making videos on it. Not me though, this is serious business. And then there are those who have fun by dissecting the game and with their technical know-how, modify it in their own special way. And then they share it for others to enjoy. And that's what makes these Cursed Halo mods so great. Somebody thought, how can I turn this serious game into a seriously funny game? And they worked hard to modify the game to meet their vision so that they could then share it for others to enjoy. That's the joy of modding. And I wish more developers were open to this kind of thing. Like, what's the harm in letting people have fun by putting whatever they want in their favorite video game? Wait.
Lamp oil.
I take back everything I just said. Keep these games locked down.